I got, we're going to do it in a couple of stages here, just because the dough's a lot tighter than it was yesterday. We'll make it into a round, okay? Let it sit for a little bit, and then make it a little bit longer. And that'll be, so it'll be kind of like a double pre-shape. Okay, so what we'll do, it'll go like this. Make it into a round. It'll just sit on the table for a little bit, like a couple minutes. Then we'll make it into something about like that. Then those will go into the couche. It'll rest for a while. We'll be doing the other stuff. We'll shape the flax and the potato rolls, and then come back and make it a little bit longer. We'll probably just make them about this long.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it'd be like a two-stage thing. When I'm working with a bunch, by the time I get finished with this one, I just go right back and do the other one. You know what I mean? That's my timing like that. But because we don't have too many, it'll just be, I'll just do one, and I'll work from here. I'll do one like this, and then I have other, you guys can do it, or someone else can do one. We'll do this, I'll do it with one hand so you can kind of see it. It'll be the same shaping that you'll do on the potato rolls. My first job that I had was working in a pizzeria when I was a dishwasher. But occasionally I got to do stuff, you know, other stuff than just wash the dishes. And a lot of the stuff that people do for pizzas is really helpful for baking. And so the way that a lot of the people do for pizzas, when they do their pre-shaped round for the pizza, is they do it with one hand, okay? And so what I'll do is just like what you were doing with two hands, how you pull it and you kind of tightening it up, and then you're pulling it like this, but I'll be doing it with one hand like this because the size is kind of small to do with two hands. Okay, so here, I'll pick this one since it was the first one. Okay, so I'll work this way. And it's just a little bit wet. So it's good to have a little on the side just in case you need it. And when you pick it up, you can drag it through there. So here I'll work kind of sideways here. Can you see why I'm doing that? I'm forming it already. Okay, I'm just doing this. Sideways here. So what I'm doing is I'm turning it. The spinning of it keeps it from sticking to the table, and it also makes it more round. And so when you're doing it with two hands, what you were doing was you had to keep turning it with your other hand, right? Because or else it just ends up being shaped like this, and then you have to turn it. I'm doing that at the same time here. And the pressure that I'm doing, once you get one, because you'll have a dozen to practice with your potato rolls. Once you get one, you'll feel it, and you'll like, I know exactly what the pressure is supposed to feel like. The pressure that I'm applying is in this direction, like this. And so what I'm doing is, the seam is kind of like this. It's not actually on the table. And it sort of ends up like a balloon. It's going like in this direction. So what I'm doing is watch this right here, this side. I'm gonna, because I'm talking, it's this little stuff. So here, do you see the pressure that's going there? So my pressure, it's rolling kind of like in this direction. My pressure like that is creating the tightness. And then my other hand, I keep pulling it out, so the motion is like this. It's not like this, it's like this. Like that.
Is it with your left hand, or does it matter?
Doesn't matter. Both if you want. So I'm going to get a little tight, just so you see what the bottom looks like. Okay, so here. The thing, this is one of those things that if you do it quickly, it will make it easier for you. And so even in the beginning, if it feels like it's not quite right, try to move quickly, and it should take you, just so you have a reference point, 1, 2, 3, then you're back here at the edge of the table. Pick it up, 1, 2, 3, and just listen this time. When I'll do one more. Listen as I'm doing it. You can hear my hand on the table. So just like when you're doing this, I'd say keep your hands on the table, don't go like this. So I'm just going to let it sit here a little bit. That'll be I'm just getting it ready there, a little there. Okay. Right now, the seam is, the good side is underneath, and I'm already creating it, in here, like this. Okay, you see what I'm doing? I'm getting it ready. Once it gets pretty tight, it's a little rip right there, that might be an issue. But once it gets ready, it's pretty good, then I rotate the seam down, which it is right now, and then I start. It's done, just like that. But when you're doing it, if it's not done, pick it up and then do it again. Watch when I do it quickly how nice it doesn't stick at all. So it's almost rolling across the table because it's done quickly. I'll do one more a little faster so you can kind of see the rhythm. If they start to get sticky, just clear your space like that.